Archie basically won the lottery. They were born into the royal family. Like, what are the chances of that? I wish I was born a royal. So what are they going to think as they get older? As they become teenagers, are they going to be bitter? I feel like I would be really bitter if I was born into the royal family and my parents decided they didn't feel like being part.
Imagine being so desperate for views that you drag Harry and Meghan's children into your TikTok ramble. That is vile. That's the reason people side-eye you and ask if you're okay. You admitted you never watched Meghan's show. Yet here you are inventing storylines for Archie and Lilibet like you're their estranged nanny. Let me break it to you. You're not important. You're just a bitter stranger ranting into a phone about children who don't even know you exist. And here's the kicker. You are exactly why Harry and Meghan don't show their children's faces. Because they know the internet is crawling with adults like you, ready to exploit children for views. They protect their babies from this sewer, while you're proving them right every single time you open your mouth. Archie and Lilibet didn't miss out on palaces and titles. They won with parents who chose love, privacy, and freedom. They'll grow up safe, educated, and loved. Meanwhile, you'll still be here, jealous of toddlers, because their lives will shine brighter than yours ever will. The second you dragged Archie and Lilibet into your nonsense, you showed the world exactly what you are. A grown adult leeching off children for clicks. That's grotesque. It's gutter behavior. You're exactly the reason why Harry and Meghan keep their children hidden. Because predators like you can't keep their names out of your mouth. And if we're being honest, obsessing over other people's kids for clout, it's giving future child trafficker energy.
Okay, so everyone see this old queen? Yeah, the Notorious Jtb 2.0. He made like a video about me, stitching one of my old Meghan Markle videos together, telling me how horrible I am, I need to get my facts straight, blah, blah, blah. Dude, it is a Meghan Markle video. It is a Meghan Markle video. It is not that deep. And then he's going on and on like, where are your facts? Where are your... I'm talking on fucking TikTok. Like, I'm talking on TikTok. It is not that deep. You want to make everything so, like, and the way he talks. I want everyone to go actually look at this page and go find the video. I'll actually repost it. It's funny.
Hi, Austin. I'm not just Notorious Jtb 2.0. I'm also Notorious Jtb the original. And calling me an old queen. I'm so hurt. Austin, that's the best you've got? If calling me an old queen is your punchline, then congratulations. You've just announced to the world you've run out of arguments. Let's be clear, my video wasn't about you. You're not that important. You're a nobody. And not just any nobody. You're the worst kind. You're the type of nobody that clings to gossip like it's oxygen, hoping if you say Meghan, Duchess of Sussex enough times, someone might actually notice you. Babe, you're just background noise. You're the dust floating in the corner of this app. You're the extra in a movie nobody bought tickets for. The video was about the lie you pushed. You tried to spin the Jessica Mulroney situation like Meghan dropped her for no reason. Wrong. The truth is, Sasha Exeter, a black woman, exposed Jessica for trying to flex her white privilege in private DMs. Meghan stepped back because racism was at the center. And let's talk about that privilege. Jessica tried to weaponize her whiteness against Sasha Exeter. And you're pulling the same tired move now. Swinging your privilege at a brown man like me, hoping it sticks. And in this situation, you are the Jessica Mulroney to my Sasha Exeter. Because I brought receipts and you couldn't handle it. And like Sasha, I didn't let it slide. I dragged it into the light. And since you're so fixated on couches, let's address it. You call it sitting on a couch. I call it building a platform. That's what TikTok is. You build a community. And let me introduce you to my community, the Sussex Squad. Squad, say hello to Austin. You think I'm gonna let you tell lies without fact-checking you? That's your white privilege showing. My platform is built on defending Meghan. And you're gagging because you're not used to it. You don't know Meghan. You've never met her. What has she ever done to you? Nothing. But you hate her because it's easy? You hate her because it sells? You hate her because it's all you've got? So yes, call me queen if it makes you feel brave. At least queens have power, presence, and receipts. You? Just a bitter nobody with no facts, no context, and no backbone. So go ahead, keep my name in your mouth, Austin. Because every time you do, you send more people to my page, where they'll see the receipts, and they'll see you for what you are. A liar collapsing under the weight of their own mediocrity. See, now look what you made me do. You didn't want me to talk about Megan, now I'm gonna talk about you. Imagine typing with that much rage, that much bad grammar, and still think you ate? Spoiler, you didn't. You starved. You claim you've got better things to do than be obsessed, but yet here you are, obsessing over me in my comments. That's pathetic. And calling Megan a mixed rat. That tells me everything I need to know about your character. You've just broadcast your racism for free. You want me to stop making victim content? Who do you think you are? What you actually want me to do is be silent while you spit your hate. Not gonna happen. Megan was mistreated, period. And the fact that you can't stomach people still talking about it, it means the wound is still raw to you. That's your problem, not mine. And you said move on? Here's a thought. Move your fingers off my page, because I'm not going anywhere. I'll keep posting about Megan, I'll keep dragging bottom feeders, and I'll keep shining a light on clowns like you until the circus leaves town. You don't get to police what I say, how I say it, or when I stop saying it. If you don't like it, scroll. Otherwise, sit there bitter, broke, and bothered, because I'm just getting started. And to everyone watching, don't ever let this kind of garbage slide. Remind trolls like this that they will never win here.
You have not used your platform to be vocal for the issues that then in this interview you're like, well, let's see the issues I care about. Women, healthcare. Where were you, sweetie, when the big beautiful bill was happening? Where were you like during anything in last year's election cycle? Where are you now with the Supreme Court about to hear cases to overturn same-sex marriage?
Meredith, stop demanding that black women show up so you don't have to. Megan, Duchess of Sussex, doesn't carry the weight you've clearly opted out of. You love preaching that she isn't using her platform, but everything you're throwing at her? Pure projection. Let's unpack reality. You mocked her for flowers, rosé, and jam. Archwell just unveiled the Lost Screen Memorial in New York. 50 glowing phones honoring children lost to digital harm. That's real activism, not toned down aesthetics. You asked where she is on women's issues. She built the Parents' Network to fight for safer online spaces and fund the HEAT initiative, urging big tech to be held accountable. Archwell raised $5.3 million last year and distributed $1.3 million in grants for women's wellness, mental health, refugee aid, and digital justice. That's leadership, not optics. And when Megan lent her voice before, saying the quiet part aloud on paid family leave, pointing to inequality on the UN stage, she was slammed. Media outlets ridiculed her. Republicans called her out of touch. And let's not forget her husband, Prince Harry, was targeted. The Trump administration, via the Heritage Foundation, dug into Prince Harry's visa files, trying to trap him over past disclosures in his memoir. Judges are reviewing whether portions of those records will be released under renewed political pressures. Do you want them to rewrite history? Or place another bullseye on Megan's back? And speaking of tired lines, raging capitalist? That's your basic fallback? You lean on it when you don't have fresh thoughts to offer. God forbid Megan thrives. Your jealousy bleeds when she earns, because you're chasing Patreon scraps and TikTok micro clout. You quit your job for this gig, right? And now that your views have flatlined and your takes don't land, you're pawing through couch cushions for spare change. Please, girl, we see your desperation. And let's talk hypocrisy. You, a white woman, scold Megan for not being a culture warrior, while 92% of black women voted for Kamala Harris in 2024. And only 46% of white women did. Your demographic didn't show up. Yet you demand Megan show up for everyone. Maybe ask why black women consistently lead, while folks like you sit back and judge. And here's what makes your lecture so grotesque. You have a platform. You have hundreds of thousands of followers. Reach. A blue check mark. Yet what have you done with it? Nothing. No programs, no initiatives, no organizing, no real advocacy. Just gossip and reheated buzzwords. You demand Megan be a political warrior. Yet you won't lift a finger to fight with your own platform. She's out here raising millions, building networks, and changing systems. You're still on your soapbox, demanding the fight when you've done nothing but leak lib talk.
This is for the black content creators of TikTok. I want to say this because I'm seeing a pattern, and we're going to stop this shit right now. You know why? Because unless you all are perfectly fine with white supremacists using your bullet points against Meghan on their platforms, you're missing the whole reasoning behind your rant. First of all, how dare you expect Meghan to fill some black quota in her friend group? How dare you? Meghan has black friends. Meghan's black friends are rich like her. They have businesses. They have studios. Has it ever occurred to you all that they are not her slaves and they don't have to be on her show if they can't commit to the schedule? Has it ever occurred to you guys? Or has it ever occurred to you guys that the season 2 was made with season 1, so she pulled everybody who could make that show, and now she's going into the holiday special and possibly a season 3, which I know for a fact she will have a season 3. But here's what's really pissing me off. Because a lot of you are like, oh my God, I can't believe Dan Wooten used my content. Yeah. Yes. These white supremacists love your content against Meghan because it makes them feel less racist. Well, I can't be racist because this black person said the same thing as me. While you're sitting up here, black, oh, black, everything. No, you're fucking performative. And you're doing it for clicks. Because one thing about that Meghan, anti-Meghan content, it's money. It's money. So this is what I'm going to tell you bitches. Well, why come Meghan don't have her black... Where's her... Why isn't she promoting black people on her platform? Do me a solid. Google Leah Valencia Key and shut the fuck up. Leah, L-I-A, Valencia Key. Come back and you put in the fucking comment section what Meghan did for that black woman overnight. Don't ever come in here questioning what Meghan hasn't done. Look up Altadena and Eaton. Don't ever fucking question what Meghan has ever done for the black community. Go to Archwell. Don't ever question what Meghan has done for the black community. And if you're going to do that, show me what the fuck you have done for your community. You performative tap dancing. I'm going to stop right there. Don't do it. Now, I'll be fair. If some of you, because it's not some law that you got to like Meghan. You don't have to like Meghan. But you know what I'm tired of? I'm tired of the laziness. The fact that you all can go down a stupid ass rabbit hole on any day you're bored about anything from Epstein files to all this stuff that has nothing to do with you or our community. If we're talking black communities, it has nothing to do with our community. Yet you can go down a rabbit hole and find out all the important things that Meghan has done, all the stages she has shared with black women, and all the money she has put in black people's pockets. That woman wore a bracelet while the British media was fucking tearing her down. She wore this little gold bracelet. And everybody's like, what's that bracelet? What does it say on that bracelet? It said joy on it. Like I said, look up Leah Valencia Key. Because Meghan could have wore Tiffany. She could have worn Cartier. She could have worn any high-end jeweler. She wore that black woman's bracelet on her tour with her husband. And she didn't have to. So like I said, before you bitches come up in here talking about some, okay, fine, okay, I asked for that. No, go to hell. Because I'm so done with this. Go to hell. I'm done with so many black people claiming to be pro-black, while your content is floating out there in white supremacyville, and you have no smoke for them for using your content out of context. That's all I want to say. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Bye.
I think I knew who I was trying to meet. And so if you know your audience, you know your demographic, well, they love the show. And my partners love the show, and that's why we have a season 2, and why we have more fun coming. So I think oftentimes the negative voices, are they saying negative things and then secretly going home and making single skillet spaghetti? Possibly. And that's all right. They're trying to pay their bills, and that's for them to sort out if they're comfortable doing it at someone else's detriment. From my standpoint, the intention of the show was to share more of myself, to share tips that I love in my life, and to have fun.
Good morning. Have you seen how the British tabloid media and the derangers are losing their ever empty minds, because we all know their minds are empty, over the Duchess interview and season 2. Have you seen, are they losing their minds? The points or the pointless things that they are saying, it is, at this point, it's comical. It is not sad, it's not tragic, it is just pure comedy. I swear, hate is like racism. It makes no sense. Absolutely. And racism is hate as well. But it makes no sense. Those are feelings that honestly make no sense. I am listening and I'm not even getting mad, and I'm not looking for it. They're kind of falling on my page and I'm just listening and I'm not getting mad. I'm actually laughing my head off because I'm like, these people are not well. And it is so strong that they cannot even hide it anymore. They cannot hide how ridiculous they are. They cannot hide that they're literally making up things. They cannot hide their envy. They cannot hide their jealousy. They just cannot hide it. Then they just bad people. Like literally miserable people. They say they wanted her to leave. She left. She's in her own turf. She's at home. And she's doing her thing and doing it extremely well. And they still have a problem with it. She's not in the UK. She's in America. She's home. So she's succeeding on her own turf, in her country. And you still have an issue with it? Some of them are saying, well, she's just relevant. She's getting exposure because she's married to Harry. Oh, come on, guys. Give it a break. What do you think the Tig was? This is just the Tig on a movie. The Tig big film. And she did it way before she met Prince Harry. I mean, and I'm not taking away the fact that, yes, marrying Prince Harry put her up there, maybe in a bigger sense. But it doesn't mean she would have never gotten there on her own. She was on her way there. And even if she did it, she was able to become famous or more famous because of Prince Harry. That's her goddamn husband. That's her goddamn husband. Why are you not talking about the fact that Prince Harry is more stylish now because of the black wife effect? Why are you not talking about that? Anyway, I'm not even mad because this is comical, it's funny. I just wanted to share this because I was like, these people. Oh, Lord. Hate is a cancer. It will hit you inside and then outside. Have yourself a good day and enjoy the show. I'm on episode 5. I started to watch it yesterday after work and I love every single moment of it. I'm going to make myself some rose water. I'm going to make that salad. I'm going to make that applesauce. I am going to make everything. I'm even going to try to do the scarf. I'm going to try to do all because I'm very artsy. I like these type of things, but I never done those. So I'm going to try. So I'm going to try the soap. I'm going to try all that. Haters, keep hating. We are having fun. We are enjoying a soft life. Bye-bye. Stay mad.
Seen this lady make a video about how biracial kids are putting down other biracial kids if you have a black mom and if you have a white mom. Now, does it make you any less or more black? I don't really think so. I think it's one half dozen of the other altogether. Now, when it comes down to culturally, there is a big difference. Your mother is your nurturer. It's the one that shows you how to go through life. I could tell just by the way you're talking, your mother was white. I could tell by the way it comes off. Like, there's just a certain energy a black mother's gonna give to their kid that a white mother can't give to their kid. It's just not there. And I'm not trying to speak for the entire community of black people, but a lot of the time, if a black man gets married to a white woman, he has to suppress some of his blackness to cater to that white woman and their family. It just happens. But as a black women were oppressed for so long, they will never change how they move for a white man. So a white man will have to accept this black woman, how she comes and how she wants to raise her family. Think about it like this. If your father is black and your mother is white, your dad liked your mother for a reason. There's certain characteristics of the white woman and the white people he enjoys. So of course the mother of his kids will be teaching the baby how to be a lot like her. So put it in reverse. Think about having a white dad and a black mom. The white dad probably really liked the blackness coming from that woman right there. He probably really enjoyed that he was with a black woman. It was probably his favorite thing in the world. So he allows her to teach that kid how she sees fit.
So the God-fearing father of 6, whose 11-year-old daughter just gave birth at home, explain to me why you were so shocked when they asked for your DNA. And it's been 2 days and the results are in, and come to find out, you are the father of your 11-year-old daughter's child that she just had to give birth at home because y'all wouldn't bring her to the hospital. Explain to me that. And I also want to know why people are defending the mother of this 11-year-old. Oh, because she's pregnant and is like a month behind her 11-year-old daughter in delivery and she's about to give birth to her 7th child. Why do we feel bad for her? Because it is very clear that this man was doing whatever he wanted to whomever he wanted and didn't even wear protection because he really was sure he was never going to get caught until his oldest of his 6 currently living children who are out of the womb got pregnant with his child. And the neighbor was the one who was calling, not just because the kids and the animals, but like the entire situation she was concerned about. And no one actually intervened until the parents had to call 911 because they thought the 11-year-old was not going to survive delivering that child at home. Even the grandmother has said this doesn't make any sense. They're trying to make my daughter and son-in-law into monsters, and she has her own theories on who the father is, even though the DNA tests are conclusive. He is 99.9% the biological father of his 11-year-old daughter's child. She doesn't believe it. She thinks there's other things that are going on here. The fact that she lives across the street from this, and they were saying these kids, these 6 kids, the 11-year-old was the oldest, all the other ones didn't have clothes. They didn't have clothes. The house was full of animal feces. What is your excuse? Did you never go into your daughter's house? Did you never see the state of those kids? For the last year that child has been pregnant, were you unaware that 11-year-old was pregnant? Also going to say you cannot defend anyone, even the grandmother, because no one ever sought medical care for this 11-year-old. Not only did they not ever bring her to the doctor to be checked out while she was pregnant, they pulled her from school so that not even the school authorities could intervene on behalf of this child. It is the most egregious thing to witness. And the fact that this man had the audacity to be shocked, why do you want my DNA?
Public housing in particular was created not for poor black people. It was created for poor white people. And in fact, for the first several years of public housing, people of color couldn't even get into public housing projects. They were essentially segregated by race. Only poor white folks could even live there. And then what happened is the government created some new programs under the FHA program, the VA loan program, later on the GI Bill program, which allowed those same white folks who had been poor and struggling to leave public housing and to leave urban areas and to hustle it out to the suburbs where only we could live, or to the smaller towns where only we were going to be welcome. So what's interesting is that the hood became the hood because only people of color now were allowed to live there. White folks were literally being subsidized by the government to move to the suburbs. The white middle class, and make note of this, was built by government. Government programs that underwrote those loans because those families could not have afforded a loan otherwise. They were able to get one because the government underwrote the loan and guaranteed the loan in case of default, but only for people of color. Only for white folks. People of color, by and large, couldn't get in on any of that. So white folks were able to move, people of color were not. Certain neighborhoods deteriorated economically, other neighborhoods went up in value. At the very same time, the government was doing what they called urban renewal, which meant they came through black neighborhoods and Latino neighborhoods, and they built interstates right through the heart of the community, right? Knocking down black homes, black apartments, knocking down black-owned businesses all around the country. Between 1950 and 1970, about 1 in 5 apartments or houses lived in by black folks was knocked to the ground for economic development purposes, even though people of color couldn't benefit from almost any of that economic development. So that's how our communities come to look the way they look. But if we don't know that, and if I don't tell my daughter that, but maybe, let's say I don't tell her because I don't know. What if I don't know the history? What if I don't do this work and therefore don't know the answer? What do you think my daughter is going to assume is the answer?
Hello, my people. Lady Rose here. How y'all doing? All my new subscribers, you're welcome. And my returning subscribers, y'all know I love you. Guys, for some reason, y'all know for some reason the white supremacists, these racists, you know sometimes what they think about us? They think like we are just easy people to mess up with. They just think like they're gonna come with everything that they did to us and we're just gonna sit down there, clap and say, yes, sir. For some reason, they do not understand this generation is not the generation of ours that they came and they messed up with. They brought whatever they brought to our land and confiscated our lands and brought us the Bible and did all sort of manipulation. And they're thinking they can still running with that thing on us today and think we're just gonna sit down there and keep like clapping for them. I saw this analysis from Katie, Not My King. She said something, she was kind of questioning herself. How did the Duchess of Success, who likes to entertain people, she likes to give gifts. And she refused to give gifts to Mambos and a Bully Boy for Easter. Yeah, that's the European culture. You're gonna give gift and all those Easter, Christmas and New Year, all of those ones, you gotta give those gifts out. In America, people always give gifts only on Christmas, but that's American culture, and European culture is different in different countries. Some countries you give gifts for all those. You give New Year gifts, you give Easter gifts, you give everything. Yep. So, well, Katie had a good question, asking like, what did they really do to Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex that made her that mad that she refused to give them any gifts, and that she is really entertaining and very loving and doing all good by her friends out here, but that one there was family, and for that to the family, she refused to give family gifts. Those questions were legit, because people think they're gonna sit down there, do the thing that they did to our ancestors, and we're gonna sit down and give them the other side of our face to slap. That's not happening. I'm telling y'all guys, that time is over. It doesn't happen, especially with this generation of millennials that we are. Baby, maybe you're gonna try to pull some kind of cuteness with baby boomers, but when it comes to millennials, I'm telling you, we walk like motherfuckers. You cannot bring your nonsense here and think you're gonna cross us. And baby, I'm telling you, the Gen Z is coming after us. He ain't looking no good for the white supremacists. He ain't looking good to all these tabloids, all these heinous races. He ain't looking good for y'all guys. No. It's not looking good. And one other thing that I found out a few minutes ago was that Her Royal Highness Duchess of Sussex posted the throwback pictures of their wedding, and guess what? There was no Mambos and there was no Prince Bully. There was none of them outfits on there. And that's how we do it, my queen, my mama, my auntie, my beautiful queen, Miss Doria gave birth to you. She gave birth to no punk. She gave no birth to no loser. She gave no birth to some stupid with no substance like a mambos. You doing it just the way I told you, my queen. God bless you, Her Royal Highness Duchess of Success. How we pull it on them people. That's how we millennials do it. And we do it with pride. You try to cross us and then you sit down there and you want us to sit down there and clap for you and tell you that you cute when you really ain't no cute. We will have to sit down there and apologize for the treatment that you are inflicting on us. You treat us a certain way and you want us to be cool to you. That's not happening. That's not happening. We're gonna give you the exact taste of your own medicine. Everything y'all did to us, we're gonna give it exactly back to us. God bless all the black people who are suffering and going through all these terrible racist tabloid whatever time. Those ones going through those terrible time with being spoken to or spoken about in ways that they do not deserve. All them wonderful black people, Queen B or Serena Williams, my queens, the other one, Oprah Winfrey. These people will come out here and try to compare themselves to you because they wanted your life. They want all that money. They want all that soft life. But guess what? Every single damn thing they have, they inherited it. Every single thing that we have, we built it on our own. We built every single thing here by ourselves. We did not inherit no old money. We did not inherit no big mansions like that. We did not inherit the extra money. We did not inherit nothing. We built everything from scratch. And y'all, my queens, please enjoy your soft lives. Y'all do good. And also, Chrissy Teigen, you're doing good job out there. And there was some controversy about you on the internet back there, and you, like a human, came out here and apologized. I wonder why they're putting those against you, because guess what? These people and the royal family ain't clean either. You got Prince Peter in there doing little kids. Prince Peter went and did all them kids that paid $12 million, and y'all are just sitting down there talking about Chrissy Teigen. God bless you, my queen. You're so beautiful. And thank you for being around your our Duchess and showing up for her. God bless you. We love you out here. People make mistakes. And the mistakes that you made was not like doing little kids like Prince Peter. You are not doing something heinous like that. Those people do despicable stuff. What did their ancestors do? How did they acquire everything that they got there? All them diamonds they got in those crowns, where all those stuff came from? And they want to sit down there, tell people how to live their lives, and they want to sit down there, condemn other people's mistakes, and meanwhile theirs is swept under the rug because they think they have the complexion of protection, and everybody gonna sit down there, clap for them. Screw you! I say it and I'm gonna say it again. Don't start me. I love you, family. Please go follow our king, the Notorious Jtb 2._2.0, and also the Night of Success, also the Notorious Jtb over there on TikTok, and all our other wonderful kings here who are really coming out here swinging to support our Royal Highness Duchess of Success. And I'm kind of loving one of these black uncles who's coming out here, who's standing up for Her Royal Highness Duchess of Success. I'm gonna try to remember his name, but brother, he is in my videos around here. I do appreciate you, my king. God bless you, uncle. Yeah, and yes, so yes, do not also forget to go to the Royal Success. That's my brother Baron's channel, and bless my brother there. And also do not forget to go to Wiz's channel. That is Isabella Back's channel. She was out for a minute. I hope you doing okay, Wheezy, and thank you for coming back, and we love you here. Also please go to all the other success friendly channels and bless the brothers and sisters with your subscriptions, and also by sharing their videos. I will talk to you guys again later. Bye for now.